On July 20th, 2025, 4 new train stations opened on the north side of Chicago. Some had been closed for 4 years. Others only had temporary structures for that period of time. While passengers had to find alternatives, the CTA was thoroughly renovating the tracks and the stations themselves. And now they're finally open again, so it's about time we go and check them out. Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new Trains Are Awesome video. I'm Tom. I'm back in Chicago, standing underneath a nice heat lamp at the L station right now. Today we're going to catch up on one of my favorite construction projects here in Chicago, the Red and Purple Modernization. A few months ago, 4 brand new stations opened, and I haven't seen them yet, so that's what we're going to go do. We're going to hop on a Purple Line train and then transfer to the Red Line.
Doors open on the right at Quincy.
The Red Purple Modernization Project, or RPM, is a construction project on the north side of Chicago that spans multiple years and contains several different phases. Today we're going to look at the most recent phase that opened, which includes 4 new stations served exclusively by the Red Line, although there are improvements for the Purple Line as well, and I'll discuss those when we get there. Taking the Purple Line north is one of my favorite things to do because the views when you cross the river and then when you snake your way through places like Old Town and Lincoln Park, so breathtaking. You know, taking the L up here made me feel a bit of nostalgia. We're traveling right through the part of Chicago where I used to live. I must have ridden trains on these tracks hundreds of times. Frankly, it didn't always feel very special. Usually I was taking the train to work at a job that was very difficult mentally. Looking back, I used to dread riding this train sometimes, and now I'm like, wow, I miss these views. I can't believe I got to see them every day. So for 2026, my goal is to appreciate my commute even more. Therapy can help you be present in the moment. This leads me to the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is on a mission to make starting therapy easier by finding you the right therapist. When you sign up, they'll connect you to a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. You can also switch therapists at any time at no extra cost. And my viewers get 10% off. Go to betterhelp.com/trainsareawesome for 10% off your first month of therapy. Here we pass underneath a new ramp that was opened in 2021 as an earlier part of the RPM project. This allows Brown Line trains to cross over Red and Purple Line trains without there being conflicts. After Belmont Station, the Purple Line finally lives up to its express name, and we pass the stations of Addison and Sheridan, running right past Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs. The next station we will stop at is Wilson, but after Wilson, the Purple Line runs express all the way to Howard without stopping anymore. We need the next 4 stations, so we're going to transfer to the Red Line. And while we wait, we end up seeing the train that has a special RPM wrap, which I thought was a really cool coincidence. After a few minutes, our Red Line train arrives. Let's go visit Lawrence, Argyle, Berwyn, and Bryn Mawr.
Lawrence is next. Doors open on the left at Lawrence.
Lindsay will be behind the camera for Lawrence and Argyle stations. While Lawrence originally opened in 1923, the station was closed in May of 2021 and demolished. For 4 years, both Lawrence and Berwyn remained fully closed, and the buses that had previously served these stations were temporarily rerouted.
Let's go down and see what kind of art this station has. Off the bat, we've got some beautiful art here. See very similar prints. Oh wow, got a lot of those stations.
This artwork is titled Parallel Frames of Reference. Created by artist D.D. Morrison, these are aluminum panels that represent 17th century Mediterranean architecture. Every station has one side that is exit only and one side that serves as both an entrance and an exit. This is the exit only side at Lawrence.
got some matching on the other side. Let's go check the other stairway and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, similar. Just the colors I think are swapped, but I love it. Let's go to the other side.
You'll notice this light box. It's technically called a neighborhood identifier. Each new station has one. The one here at Lawrence celebrates the theaters in this neighborhood.
I do like the big CTA logo. And I like that it lights up under here. It really helps with wayfinding. Also just makes the ride a more fun experience, because who doesn't love some flashing lights? Nice crosswalk. Oh, could use some flashing lights because I almost got run over. Got some information about Uptown. Some maps, history, and recommendation, as well as culture. Alright, let's go in this way and let's see what this looks like.
Notice these large information screens. I'm a big fan of those. Here at the entrance, the glass artwork around the elevator is called Ties That Bind, created by Tom Turlumke. Another work of his, The Theater of Life, will be installed soon.
I really like this art, as well as the addition of the little doggy in the bottom. Let us know in the comments if you can see it. We've got some more information about alerts, holiday service here, which is really helpful. The best part about the CTA trains, even though they are outside in Chicago, it's quite cold, is they have these beautiful warming stations. And this one is brand new, which is nice. It's got plenty of light. Sometimes I wish they would add seats, but I guess I understand. But these are super helpful in the winter. I use these quite a lot when I would go to school here. And you just have to tap the button and they're available from November to March. Although I wish they would open them earlier because it does get pretty cold in Chicago. Alright, trains are awesome. You stay safe and warm this winter, and use warming stations if you use the CTA.
Now let's take a Red Line train and visit the next stop, Argyle. Argyle Station, like the other three, features an elevated island platform serving the middle two of 4 tracks. The outer tracks are used by the Purple Line Express, which can finally go fast again. See, the major construction here was that they replaced the old metal elevated structures with modern concrete ones, which are quieter. The old structure had 4 tracks, but they were replaced 2 at a time. So first, 2 tracks were closed and demolished, forcing both Red Line locals and Purple Expresses to share the remaining 2 tracks, significantly slowing down the Purple. And half of the new concrete viaduct was open with 2 tracks. Trains switched to those new tracks, and the remaining metal structure was then torn down. In 2025, the other half of the concrete viaduct was completed, and now the trains finally have 4 tracks again, with all the stations reopened and separating the red and purple. Once again, we are heading down the exit-only side of the station first. This exit features a flowery mosaic known as cornucopia, created by Lynn Bassa and meant to reflect the diversity of the neighborhood.
I always love a good CTA mosaic, and this one is gorgeous. Let's go check out those crazy lights. One thing I miss about CTA is being able to take these turnstiles. Ooh. This is absolutely sweet. Got some cool art on each side as well. Let's look at this one over here. Looks like a bowl. Some sort of noodle. Making me hungry.
This area is known as Asia on Argyle. It's essentially Chicago's second Chinatown. The extravagant station entrance design celebrates this as well.
Here's another beautiful mural. This one's got some cute kitties on it, like the waving cats. Love it. Oh yeah, let's take this escalator and hopefully we can get to the train.
Berwyn is next. Doors open on the left at Berwyn. Please keep your belongings on the seat next to you.
Now let's go visit Berwyn, and I'm back behind the camera again. Sorry, Lindsay fans, myself included. So this is Berwyn, and just like Lawrence, I've never actually been here. Not just the new station, the station in general, because when I moved to Chicago, it was already closed for the construction, and they never opened a temporary station. The platform is nice. It really reminds me of like Fullerton, Wilson and stuff. Definitely kind of an upgraded canopy design though. And then let's go downstairs. Just like Lawrence, Berwyn was also closed in May of 2021 without ever receiving a temporary building. It only reopened when the whole project was done. Heading down the stairs to the exit, we pass Dorothy Hughes's artwork, Roots with Diversity, a grid of painted clay tiles mixing elements of Chicago architecture and nature. One thing I really like is this screen dedicated entirely to showing upcoming bus departures, very handy for transferring passengers. Over here we see Berwyn's neighborhood identifier, definitely larger than the other ones we've seen. So down here at street level you can really see the old metal viaduct is gone, completely replaced by a newer and much quieter concrete one. While the metal elevated lines are a Chicago icon, these new concrete ones are definitely an improvement and they will last a long time. Plus, you can still see the metal structures literally everywhere else on the system. This artwork here is called the Edgewater Melange, made by David Lozano. It's a mosaic surrounded by ceramic elements. It looks like this screen isn't working, and there's a Purple Line train enjoying the freedom of its new unobstructed express tracks. After Berwyn, there's just one more station left to explore today, and that is Bryn Mawr. Like Argyle, Bryn Mawr received a temporary structure when the 4 stations closed in 2021, and now enjoys a permanent structure.
Bryn Mawr is next. In the direction of travel, doors open on the left at Bryn Mawr. Please be considerate when talking on your phone or listening to electronic devices so as not to disturb other customers.
Alright, Bryn Mawr. Last time I was here it was the temporary wooden station. Definitely a lot nicer now. Pretty much identical to Berwyn. Stair and escalator placement is a little bit different, but overall the design language is pretty much the same.
Well, I got a chance to rap, but growing up on the south side, I took the rail line from 79 almost every day. I won't ever stop loving the CTA, and I encourage you to keep supporting public transit and its workers.
So here at Bryn Mawr, I accidentally forgot to go down the exit only side, so we're just going to take a look at the shared exit and entrance side. But at this point, it should be pretty obvious that all 4 stations were built using a very similar template, but that the variations come in things like artwork and lighting. Speaking of artwork, here we see Today, created by artist William Conger. Today is made up of both a mosaic on the wall and painted glass around the elevator. I do like these Art Deco adjacent decals. They're kind of almost like Minecraft Art Deco. Can't believe that sentence just came out of my mouth, but this is what it looks like from street level. Obviously, these stations have a lot of improvements. Not only are they all ADA compliant, they're lighter, they're brighter, safer, the platforms are more spacious. It's just an overall more pleasant experience, not just for passengers, but also for pedestrians walking around the stations. Phase 1 of the Red Purple Modernization project was the overpass at Belmont and the complete renewal of the section between Lawrence and Bryn Mawr. Now that both of those projects are done, it means that Phase 1 of RPM is done as well. So it's time to look forward to Phase 2. In 2026 and 2027, the CTA will be building community spaces all underneath the entire elevated section of the Red Line. This bench looks kind of flimsy. I don't know. I mean, it's fine, it just doesn't look very comfortable. I think definitely out of the four, Argyle is my favorite. I don't know, it's been a very long time since I saw the initial renderings for these stations, and I was just kind of expecting a little bit more architectural diversity. Not that that's super important. The nice thing is the north side of Chicago now has 4 beautiful new train stations that'll serve passengers for decades to come. Chicago's elevated train system is just so unique. It's got a character unlike any other transit system, and I really hope that they can continue to improve it in all the areas where that is necessary. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Trains Are Awesome. 2026 has only just begun, and we've got so much great content headed your way. We'll see you next time.